Hey Nana, happy birthday. We all made it to Georgia, and I think it's a minor miracle. So we look forward to celebrating the big 7-0 with you today. But before we do that, there's a few familiar faces that like to give you some birthday love.
So this is our Neat Repeats grouping of volunteers wishing you
Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Kathy! Happy birthday, Kathy!
Happy birthday, Kathy.
Joan.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Kathy. I hope it's great.
Hi, Kathy. We want to wish you a happy birthday from the Cluckers. And you know, you're one of our favorite birds. Today, I'm wearing this sparkly jacket because you are such a fashionista and a thrifty woman. This is my clearance jacket in honor of you. And you're so creative. I just am ever grateful for the time that you pimped my beauty shop. So I want you to have a swell birthday and know how much you're loved.
Hey Kathy, I just want to wish you a happy 70th birthday. I remember I tried to figure out how long I've known you. I know it was at least 20 years, right? Because I celebrated your 50th with you. When you had your 50th, your boys did something special that time. But anyway, I think it's longer than that. It's probably 25 or more years. But think of all the things we've done together. We raised boys. Right? We did tea party after tea party. We went to my mother's and gave her a tea party. We did it with your mother. Every time we went up to visit her, we did a tea party somewhere, somehow. And do you remember my mother's birthday party? My cousin John came to park cars or something. And he stayed the whole darn time. Do you remember that? And now we're not doing tea parties. I hope I didn't break that. No. We're doing pies. You got me into pies. Whoops. Sorry. Okay, pies. And now I wear a pie hat everywhere I go. And thank you so much for humoring me in that because you weren't sure about it. And we've spent so much time reading with book group, right, Barb?
Right.
Anybody else here?
Mm-hmm.
Book group.
Lots of books.
And this one book really inspired us all at book group. It says The Quilt. And we all made a quilt. Oh. A book group quilt. Each patch. Barb, you probably have one on here too.
I have a patch on yours, but I have never finished mine.
Well, Kathy and I went together and finished ours. Somebody helped us. And you also came when I moved and went through these books and books of colors. Colors to help me find paint colors for my rooms in the duplex. I have loved, I'm gonna cry. I loved your friendship and how you've hung there in the good and the bad. That's it, shut it off.
Hi, Kathy. I also tried to think of when I first met you, and it would have been when we worked together at Lutheran Social Services back in the day when it was called Lutheran Social Services. And I think we then went to Lutheran Home Care and Hospice. And you have been there the whole time that I was there. You came before I did. So you were always there, and I always knew I could ask you anything about rehab that I needed to know. And you were there. And sometimes bailed me out sometimes, along with aid. And then I think after that, we started going to book group together. And I think I was there first, and maybe you came. I'm not sure how that all happened, but we did read lots of fun books and not so fun books, and we still do, and always enjoy that time, and especially when we come to your house, and you always had such pretty things for us to eat and drink, and your house always looked like a magazine that we all wished we had. And then I think the next thing we did together was walking in the mornings. We started out walking every morning faithfully. I would leave the house at 5:30 so that I could get to work and you could get to work, and we'd meet at Becky's eventually. And the three of us started it, I believe, and along with Jan, Noel, right? Because Becky and Jan invited me first, and then you came.
And I went.
And then you came too. Yes.
Thank you.
Carol walked too. And
Thank
that
you very much.
that is actually when we became the Cluckers, because we were so noisy in the neighborhood. As we went by, we would laugh so loud that we started saying, "Oh, we're like the Cluckers," and I'm sure the neighbors thought that too. So then we stopped walking because we just no reason. We just stopped walking and started eating. We started stopping at Becky's house for coffee. That was what it started at, and then we started having coffees every
We got old.
Friday, and then now we eat ever since then. We've done some Zooms during COVID when we couldn't get together, and we went to Carol's house and circled our cars so we could all see each other because we missed each other so much. And you always would go on good trips, and you came back with goodies for us. And this is one that I remember is your beans that are mints. Really.
Because it just happened.
That's right. That's why I remember it. You got it.
Bush beans.
Bush beans. But anyway, I especially love your heart, Kathy. You always have the prayer list on your phone, and you always know who we're praying for, and we know that you're praying faithfully for everybody. We know that you've had some struggles physically, and you've always prayed through those and trusted God through those. And I just love your heart. And one other thing I did with you was we went to Lynchburg together to see my kids when Buck couldn't go for some reason. You went along with me and entertained my little grandkids at Liberty when we went that time. We had a good time. So over the years, through the many years, I didn't count them, you've been a special friend, and I love you so much.
Hi, Kathy. As it's been said before, I've known you for quite a long time, dating again back to the Lutheran home care days. So it's been well over 20 years that I've known you and treasured your friendship. I just picked out 3 memories that have stood out in my mind. Number 1 was, remember the Ascension tea last year? We couldn't settle on what flowers to use. So we prayed that our own flowers would be in bloom for the occasion, and then dug them up and transplanted them into the prettiest pots we had. They looked great, but it took many hands to lift them off the carts and get them on the tables. Secondly, remember the trip to Deep Creek last year? It was a couple of hours up and a couple of hours back, but we talked, listened, and laughed with each other nonstop. How could 2 people have so much to say? And lastly, our artistic skills collided once again this year when you helped me stencil 120 Christmas bags for Abraxas, 60 for you and 60 for me. What's next, Kathy? I wish you a very, very happy 70th birthday. I love you.
Happiest 70th birthday to you, Kathy, my dear. My first memory of you when we were at the inn, you stopped in, we had some function going on, and you stopped in and introduced yourself to me, and I didn't know any neighborhood ladies at all, but you handed me your phone number, and you said, hey, there's a bunch of us ladies who walk in the morning, and if you'd like to walk with us, here's my number, and give me a call. And so I carried that number around with me for a while, thinking 5:30 in the morning, are they crazy? And actually I did get up early while I was at the inn, so it wasn't, going to be that bad. So anyway, I just remember you know, the walks that we had with you and all the ladies. And a couple of rules were, if it rained hard, we didn't walk, or if it was below 20 degrees. But I remember this one time we were walking and it started to snow, and it was so beautiful. We didn't want to stop. So anyway, I think that was one of the rules too. If it snowed, we didn't walk, but that was really special. So, and I remember the trip we took to, it was PEO. We went up, where was it? Erie, I think Erie, PA. And my brother came out and his wife, they drove out from Ohio to see us. And we had some drinks at the table there, wherever we were, and had a good time. That was a fun trip with you. And I remember one time going to your mother's house, meeting her, and different times being with you and your mother were special times. And yeah, and some of the more recent times is throughout the years that you stop in for lattes, or I stop in at your house for lattes, and it's always fun to just sit and catch up with you, Kathy. You have been a really special friend. You have inspired me to do so many things, like even flower arranging, which I'm not that good at. I'm not good at that, but anyway, you show me how to do it. And it's just, you have just been a sweet, special friend. It's been nice meeting your boys and their wives, and of course, little Ella and Mira. And yeah, you have a great heart, and I love you to pieces. And I know you are a prayer warrior. And I know if there's anything anybody needs prayed for, they can count on you to do it. So I just wish you a happy, happy birthday. Love you to pieces.
Hi, Kathy. I just wanted to say happy birthday. 70 is a big birthday. I remember that. I remember meeting you for the first time at the Avocado Cafe. You and Aid and Barb and I went there and had lunch together. And wasn't long after that, because we had just moved here, and it's been less than 3 years ago. So I've known you probably less time than anybody else in the group. But not long after we met, I gracefully fell down the front steps and broke my kneecap. And I recall you coming over to the house and bringing me a vase of flowers. We cried because everybody else did. And telling me you could help me if I needed any help. And I appreciate that, because you were so kind. And I really don't have a lot of memories to share because we haven't known each other that long, but I just appreciate your kindness and consideration over the years, and always inviting me over when you have the coffees and everything. And it makes me feel good inside to know that I've moved someplace where I'm accepted and I'm loved by everyone in this group. So happy birthday. Love you. Bye.
Good morning, Kathy. I'm blessed to be here among these friends to wish you a very happy 70th birthday. I've gotten to know you over the years whenever you lived in our neighborhood, and one of my first memories is with you and the boys. It was Halloween and the kids were Halloweening. It was raining. I had Amy in the car with me, and you were walking along with the boys, and I said, oh my gosh, can't let them get wet, so we picked you up. Well, Miss Amy decided she didn't want boys going along, and she was just little. She didn't want boys going along on Halloween with her. And I was so embarrassed that she said, no, I don't want those boys in my car. And I called you when I got home then, and after I dropped you off, and apologized because I just felt so bad. And then I remember the time that I was really frustrated, and I couldn't get I had this mantle in the family room, and I could not get it together. It was at Christmas. And I talked to you and I was telling you how I was frustrated with it, and you said, well, let me come up. And it was a Saturday afternoon, and you came up and you looked at what I had and you put it together, and it was like, oh my golly, I wish I could do that. I love your style of decorating. It's wonderful. It's beautiful how you put everything together. When I walk in your house, it's like, oh my gosh, this is just absolutely gorgeous. Everything is in its place, and oh, I think you need a basket of dirty clothes though on your dining room table. I think it would, sort of make it feel more homey. I appreciate your going along with me on some of the trips we've taken together. Last year when we tried to find that wonderful, that wasn't really greenhouse in Lancaster, and I forgot to put my hearing aids in, so you had to yell at me all day. Oh, I'm still forgetting to put those in. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed our last trip together when we went to Camp Hill to the Penn Cumberland Garden Show. That was really, really over the top and really, really nice. Also, when you made a bow for me for my wreath on the front door, and it's still looking good. So I thank you for everything that you've done for me. I especially thank you for praying for Amy and her family. Thank you for letting me confide in you. And I just really appreciate your friendship. I really, truly do. And I love you.
Hey, old lady. Happy birthday. I hear you're 70. 70? I can't believe it. Well, anyway, all these girls did these videos on you, so I'm going to speak the truth to you, girl, okay? I don't know how any of us could really be friends with you. I mean, you are disgusting. I mean, too stinking perfect. I mean, hair well coiffed, nails done. There's never any chips or anything, any flaws in your personality. You're so stinking gorgeous. You have a house that's just disgustingly perfect. I want to just go and throw, like she said, laundry around or something, crumbs on the floor or, whatever. And decorating for every holiday, the plants you choose. I mean, these beautiful flowers, how you arrange them all. I think you must copy it from a magazine or something. I don't know. But you know what? We're all a little stinking jealous of you because you're so wonderful. So, is she kind? She always knows what to say at the right time. And I love that she is slow to speak, slow to anger, and quick to listen. Who listens better than Kathy? I want to slap her because she's so good. Really. Decorating ability, gardening ability. Her outfit's perfect. Yes. Stinking perfect every time. She has the jewelry that matches. She has the nail polish that matches. She has the shoes that match. Does anybody know anybody more perfect than Kathy Iacona? And her kids are darling. They're beautiful. And let's talk about her husband. Is anybody jealous other than me about having a man like that can do anything, fix anything? I'll be right over. Really, Kathy, okay? So, happy birthday! Happy birthday! And I hope you have a great time in Tybee Island with those precious grandchildren. Henry, I hope you love your grandma, and Mateo and Ella, and what's the last beautiful little girl?
Mia.
Mia.
Yes. Well, you know what? And by the way, Nikki and Zoe, I hope you realize what a wonderful mother-in-law that you have. Really. You girls are blessed. So I hope you just all have a wonderful party down there together. And the truth is, Kathy, you are so loved because you are so wonderful. And it is a privilege to know you, to have you as a friend, a dear, dear friend. And thanks for feeding Fudgy all those years, you and Carol. My goodness, yes, I owe you food bills, I'm sure. But you've raised wonderful children, and how we loved walking together and going through our maladies. And that's the other thing about you. You never complain. Never complain about all your pain and your ankles, and you just endure it. So You know, I could go on and on about you, but I think I've said enough. You are dearly loved. Happy, happy birthday.
Happy 70th birthday, Kathy!
Happy birthday, Kathy. We hope you have a wonderful time with family celebrating you. We love you so much and look forward to seeing you back in Chambersburg in the new year. Bye-bye.
We wish you a very happy 70th birthday, Kathy, and look forward to many more get-togethers and trips with you and Tom. Happy birthday.
Hi, Kathy. This is Wanda wishing you a happy birthday from Pennsylvania. I'm hoping you're having a great time with your kids down there. So happy birthday, and we'll see you when you get home.
Happy birthday, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. Happy sensational 70. And may your 70th birthday be as golden and as beautiful as your heart.
And Kathy, remember that this birthday is not going to be as bad as next year's, where you'll actually be older. Happy birthday.
Wish we were with you. Much happiness and joy as you celebrate with your family. Miss you, and we love you very much. Happy 70th.
See you soon.
Kathy, well, I think it's a good time to acknowledge all the many great things that you've done for all of us over the years, whether it's taking care of our parents while they're sick or just need help, or just doing nice things for people like buying me this creamer when you knew I didn't have one, or this like great piece of pottery that you gave me one year for, you found and gave me one year for Christmas, I think. Or like this, which was just so awesome, this chair you made for Kisa, which she's completely outgrown, of course, but you know what? I still use it. I do. Anyway, just want to say thanks for everything over the years. Thanks for being so considerate and noticing what other people need and always taking care of your friends, your family, and everyone. Thank you. Happy birthday. 70. Wow. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Nana. You are 70 years young. Congratulations. Not many people make it that long, but it is very impressive that you have. And also, I want to know what your favorite cookie is. Pistachio, vanilla, sugar, chocolate chip. That's a classic. Yeah, which one? Thank you for coming to our birthday, and thank you for going to the caverns. It's a happy birthday. Love you!
Happy birthday, Kathy. Can you believe it? It was 10 years ago that we were celebrating your birthday on the beaches of Mexico, and look where we are now. I know I don't say this enough, but thank you. Thank you for being so kind, so supportive, so thoughtful, and so loving. I can't express how loved I have felt over the last 15 or so years knowing you and having you in my life. It's truly admirable how open-hearted and accepting you are, and really I have felt so supported and so loved over these years. When I first met you in Colorado, I was really nervous to meet Brian's folks for the first time, but that quickly disappeared because I instantly felt loved. I often look back and evaluate my life, and I feel so blessed, and you've been integral to that feeling of love and support and community and family. I truly am so awed and amazed at the family that Brian and I have built, and you have been instrumental in that. So thank you. Thank you for the love. Happy birthday, and I can't wait to ring in the next 10 together. Love you.
Hey Mom, happy 70th birthday. I've been thinking about what I wanted to say to you in my short 2-minute video to encompass the 40 years of everything we've been together. You've raised me, kept me out of jail, those small feet. But what I landed on is, and I think one of the things that I appreciate the most about you is just your willingness and ability to just drop everything and just to tend to your children. You know, you raised 2 boys, certainly not easy. I'm learning that. It's fun, but certainly not easy. But 2 stories of things that came to mind that I was thinking of through the years. I'll be interested to know if you remember these, but one, when I think I was in middle school, junior high, and there was a school potluck or something, and somehow I convinced you to make a cheesecake for the class. And so, of course, you're like, no problem, made a cheesecake, it's beautiful, you know, chocolate swirled, took it into school, everyone enjoyed it. I was talking to one of the kids, and they're like, oh, that cheesecake was good. I was like, yeah. I was like, my mom made it. And they're like, your mom didn't make that. I'm like, no, really, my mom made it. And somehow we landed on the only way to prove that my mom made this really good cheesecake was to bring one in tomorrow. So I came home, you know, 4 o'clock, you just got off work. I said, hey mom, everyone liked the cheesecake, but I need you to make me one for tomorrow. And you didn't even bat an eye. You jumped in the kitchen, you made another cheesecake. I'm sure I didn't even help you. Brought it into school the next day, and we all ate it again in the class. And, you know, I think that was enough to convince them. I brought in a cheesecake 2 days in a row that you made it. You know, I think if they were really smart, they would say, the only way to prove that your mom made this is to make 3 cheesecakes, but they didn't pull that one. But anyway, just, you know, I get it now. You know, you come home from work, and making a cheesecake's not on the top of my list of things I want to do, but you did it for me. And then the other one was Hoagie and I were hiking the Appalachian Trail. We started in Georgia. It was very cold, but as we made our way north, it got a little warmer, and we were in Tennessee. And I remember calling you on the phone and say, hey mom, there's a pair of pants in this drawer and I need you to go find them, hem them, make them into shorts, and then send them to my next trail town. I'll be there in 3 days. And so what'd you do? You found them, you hemmed them, made them into shorts, overnighted them, and sure enough, as soon as I got into the next town, the newly made shorts were there, probably with some chocolate covered pretzels or some other delicious treat or whatnot for along the trail. But again, just your total willingness to do, you know, whatever me or certainly Mike would ask you to. So just really appreciate it. I'm sure I didn't say thank you at the time, so just want to say thank you. I love you, and happy 70th. All right, see you now.
The PEO meeting is about to begin. Here comes Nana. Here comes Nana.
Hello, Holly. Hello, Green Clarion. Hello, Tinkerbell.
Hi. How are you doing today? How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. It's nice to see you.
Hi. How are you doing today?
How are you, Tinkerbell? Who made this tea? Looks very delicious. Thank you for the tea.
There's some cream too.
Oh, cream too. I like cream.
No, you should go like pour it actually.
Oh, can you do that for me? I can't do it. Oh, thank you.
I already did that tonight.
So what kind of pie should we make for our auction this year?
Blueberry, strawberry.
That sounds yummy. Blueberry, strawberry.
Apple?
Apple? I know one thing we shouldn't make is rabbit stew.
That's a very bad idea. Yes.
And the next day, at the garden club meeting,
Here comes Nana. Here comes Nana. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Bluebell. Good morning, Rosetta. Good morning, Daffodil. I brought you this rocking horse that I thought you might like.
She sure does like it.
Oh, good.
I think we should make wreaths for our next holiday fundraiser.
Oh, that's a great idea. Look at that beautiful wreath you made.
What does Nana say?
We could also make some out of carrot tops and cabbage leaves.
Good idea. Good idea.
Then after the holiday, we could eat them.
Not sure that they'd be the most delicious thing in the world. Yeah. It could be yummy. Papa.
Here's a tea party in your honor, Nana. Celebrating you today and all days.
And we want to express our immense gratitude to you, Mom, for all the ways that you've supported us through the years. 43 years I've been a human on this planet, and I'm grateful for so much that you've done for me. You carried me in your belly, and you birthed me, and you nursed me, and you've done so many things since then. And I'm grateful that you're my mom.
Nana, I'm so grateful to have you as a mother figure in my life. I feel like you really are someone who sees me and hears me and appreciates me for who I am and loves me with, just a lot of tenderness. And I'm grateful for having you in my life and for being such a great Nana to these little people.
I like how fun you are to just craft with and you read books and play with us. And I like to play with you and I like how you read books to us and do crafts with us.
We love you,
We
Nana.
love you, Nana. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Woo.
Happy birthday, Kathy. I'm down here in the man cave, and I know everyone in the room loves Nana. 70 years on this earth is significant. Sharing 45 of those years with me, I'm sure it's been a challenge. You have a terrific sense of humor, and your tolerance for me with needle phobia and following the Yankees and following the Browns never ceases to amaze me. In fact, a couple of Sundays ago, I was watching a Browns game in my seat in a church setting, and all I could see was you shaking your head. Hopefully, I can still get into heaven after that antic. Plus, listening to my harebrained ideas, like getting all my medical stuff done with one visit to the doctor. I still can't understand why they can't perform a colonoscopy, give me all my shots, and complete my blood test while I'm under anesthesia. That being said, I want to share some information that I learned from turning 70 last year. Remember, the good thing about getting older and having a bad memory is that the jokes can be funny more than once, and at Easter you can hide your own Easter eggs. The best thing about being 70 is that we did all our stupid stuff before the invention of the internet, and there's no proof. We also want to try to remember that the greener grass across the fence may be due to a septic tank issue. And as you get older, 3 things will happen. The first is your memory, and I can't remember the other 2. And lastly, an all-nighter is when you do not have to get up to pee. So thanks again for being you and providing us with a wonderful family. Looking forward to spending many more years with you, with the Yankees and the Browns. Love you.